You believe in someone, you trust someone, you have a loyalty with someone, and that gets broken. That doesn't just happen in boxing.
You know, for me, it's like, let me get over here, let me establish myself here. You know, my dad come over here and won the world title, so I'd love to come here in Vegas. It was thriving. It was a great night, and I got plenty of love over here. I'm always overwhelmed by the support and love from the public here in America.
Because he's done the ultimate thing to Eddie Hearn, and he's totally humiliated him. And like I say, Eddie, I don't think I would be shocked if Eddie Hearn worked with Conor Benn in that kind of a capacity again. He's not going to be as cool.
Eddie Hearn explodes at Conor Benn after shock split during heated live interview. Eddie's anger peaks when discussing Conor Benn leaving and signing with Zuffa Boxing, as his disappointment turns into harsh, cutting criticism. He questions the decision openly, implying betrayal after years of backing Benn through difficult moments. The emotional tone becomes intense, with Eddie making it clear he feels abandoned, attacking the move rather than resorting to respectful business language.
Like I say, sometimes you get a little bit carried away and deluded with life when the money hits, and you lose some direction and you lose some principle, and that you lose a reality on actually life. And I feel like that's what's happened.
Conor Benn responds calmly to the situation, focusing on his future inside the ring rather than the controversy surrounding his departure. He emphasizes staying active and ready to fight multiple times this year, signaling ambition and confidence. Benn's message feels like a professional statement, subtly pushing back against criticism while keeping his attention on career growth and bigger opportunities ahead.
Trust me when I say I'm fine. Am I pissed off? Am I disappointed? Of course. Does it make me second guess everything that's happened over the last, should I have done that? Should I have really fucking, lost a part of my soul dying on the hill? Yes, because that's how I felt at the time.
Eddie Hearn's words carry a clear message of disappointment, as he suggests that success and money may have clouded Conor Benn's judgment. His criticism feels personal, pointing toward a loss of direction and principle after the financial rewards of the sport. The comment sparked strong reactions from fans, with some agreeing while others felt the situation had gone too far.
To get out 2-3 times this year, so we'll just wait and see. Ultimately, I do my job, I stay ready, and it's the team's job to make sure that the fights get made and materialise. And I know we've got big plans for me to take the world by storm.
Johnny Nelson suggests that despite the emotional damage from the split, business and boxing can still bring Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn back together in the future if career success continues. However, the trust between them is now considered broken, with many believing the relationship has suffered permanent damage. The emotional fallout is clear, and the situation is seen as a burnt bridge for the time being.
When I hear Eddie Hearn talk about this situation, he sounds really hurt. I mean, personally hurt. How do you swallow that? How do you swallow that pain that you've given your whole heart, mind, body, and soul, and help somebody? Then they stick 2 fingers up at you, and they go, "Yeah, actually, mate, I'm going to find my own way now." That hurts. That's a personal thing.
Duke McKenzie believes the fallout from Conor Benn's decision has created serious public backlash, suggesting that Benn's move has deeply humiliated Eddie Hearn after years of emotional and professional investment. The situation is described as personally painful for Eddie, as many feel he gave everything to support Benn's career during difficult moments. The betrayal narrative continues to dominate the discussion.
Now this has happened, Eddie's hurt. But trust me, if 2 or 3 fights down the line and Conor keeps winning, Conor wins his next fight 15 mil, then he puts himself up there on another level, and Conor's in a position for Eddie to put a show on, Eddie'll do it. He'll put a show on. They'll work together again. But that trust is broken, that bridge is burned in regards to that relationship. He's hurt.
Tony Bellew suggests that the emotional gap between Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn is so deep that direct communication may be difficult at this stage. The situation is viewed as a boxing business conflict rather than something that can be easily repaired through conversation. Many believe the relationship reached a point where professional decisions outweighed personal connection.
Conor Benn on numerous occasions saying, "My loyalty can't be touched. Look, it's not about money, it's about loyalty." And now all of a sudden he's left Eddie Hearn. And Eddie looks devastated. I've listened to a couple of interviews what he's done. and he seems genuinely upset and devastated, which is a shame on him, shame for him, because he's heavily invested emotionally and financially with Conor.
Carl Froch believes the split contradicts Conor Benn's earlier claims about loyalty, as the move away from Eddie Hearn surprised many within the boxing community. The emotional investment Eddie made in Benn's career is being highlighted, with Froch expressing disappointment over how the relationship ended. Benn's departure is still being discussed as one of the biggest promoter-fighter shocks in recent boxing news.
He hasn't picked the phone up because he hasn't got the stomach to. He hasn't got it in him to. He knows there's no words that can make this right. It's just one of them things. It's boxing, Goose. It's boxing. And he knows that that's why he has not picked the phone. This is a man he spent every other day or a month.
The unexpected move by Conor Benn sent shockwaves through the boxing community, as many insiders believed his future was firmly tied to Matchroom. The lack of rumors made the announcement even more surprising, creating intense speculation about the reasons behind the decision. Fans and analysts are now debating whether this change will elevate Benn's career or create new challenges. The timing of the news added more drama to the situation.
Hearn must be pissed off. Eddie Hearn must be pissed off. My God, how can they do that to Eddie Hearn? It is not right. I heard it's a one-fight deal.
For 8 seconds.
And what I don't understand is, like, yeah, who is paying him? I don't understand who is paying him, Conor Benn, because he's gonna demand a lot of money. If it's going to be 8 figures, whatever it might be, he's going to demand a lot of money. So I'm not sure who's going to pay.
Oscar De La Hoya questions the logic behind the reported one-fight 8-figure deal, expressing concern over the financial structure of the move. He wonders who is actually funding the contract and whether such huge money expectations are sustainable. The uncertainty surrounding the payment source adds more speculation to Benn's new boxing journey.
Benn has left Matchroom Boxing and has signed with Zuffa Boxing. When I saw this, first off, I thought it was fake. There were no rumors of him being a free agent, no rumors of him shopping his services, no rumors of him even looking at Zuffa, no rumors of Zuffa talking to him, none of that. And then all of a sudden this comes through on a Friday night, an absolute
Dominic Ingley points out the complexity of Benn's comeback story, emphasizing how close his career came to ending before he returned to the spotlight. The discussion also touches on Eddie Hearn's controversial decision to continue supporting Benn despite criticism. Many see this as a case where loyalty and business strategy blurred together, especially after the drug-related controversy that surrounded Benn earlier.
I don't know, it feels a little bit of a wasted few years, because I gave a lot. You know how hard I fought, you know, when no one believed him, no one backed him. I did, I believed him, and I backed him. And I never gave in. When he was done, out, loaned him hundreds of thousands of pounds. But yeah, on we go.
Eddie Hearn's emotional statement reflects deep disappointment over how his relationship with Conor Benn ended after years of support. His words suggest that he believed he was heavily invested in Benn's success both personally and professionally. Many fans feel the split carries a sense of unfinished business, as the partnership played a major role in shaping Benn's boxing journey.
Where he's been and his career was almost over, and Eddie, you know, dug him out of it and stuck by him and kind of compromised himself really, because he kind of did a U-turn on drugs, Eddie, didn't he, at that point, because it was all ban him for life, and then when Conor failed it was, oh well, it's a bit different in this situation. So it is interesting how it's all turned out in the end, but you know, boxers' careers are very...
Jamie Moore's perspective underscores just how deep the promoter-fighter relationship ran between Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn. Hearn's loyalty went beyond business. He invested time, money, and personal credibility into Benn's career, even when public opinion turned against the fighter. Benn's sudden departure to Zuffa Boxing has stunned fans and analysts alike, because such loyalty is rarely broken in boxing. Many now question the timing and reasoning behind Benn's move, debating whether this was purely a financial decision or part of a long-term career strategy.
Is, man, the new signee of Zuffa Boxing. Unbelievable. This was Eddie's Dude, man, I don't even have words for this. When Conor Benn came into boxing and he started getting promoted by Eddie Hearn, Eddie had his back through everything. I'm talking the drug tests, the failures, the freaking time off when he was at his lowest. He was with him, he stuck with him,
The Wade Clemens feels that the relationship between Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn went beyond normal promoter-fighter business ties, making the split more emotionally significant. Many boxing fans are debating whether Benn's decision was purely financial or career-driven. The biggest concern now is how this change will affect Benn's future fights and promotional direction, especially under the new boxing environment.
I agree. Eddie, above and beyond anything he ever needed to do for Conor Benn during all that situation, put his neck on the line. That's why I believe it's such a big shot. I don't know the details of anything yet. I don't think even anything's breaking about numbers and stuff like that, but I just can't.
Bruce Carrington stresses that while the move may appear shocking, it's ultimately a calculated business decision. Boxing is as much about promotion and financial opportunity as it is about talent, and Benn's signing represents both a career advancement and a strategic win for Zuffa Boxing. The shift highlights the competitive nature of the sport, with promotions willing to invest heavily to secure top fighters. Fans now speculate how Benn's career trajectory will change, what big fights lie ahead, and whether the increased exposure under Zuffa will match the support he previously received from Eddie Hearn. This decision marks a pivotal point for both Benn and the promotion.
Very, very surprised. Matchroom and Conor Benn have been working together since day dot. Apart from the sort of Saudi shows, I'm pretty sure Conor's not really fought on another promoter's card or anything, and they've done a great job standing by him, even when the worst news came out, foul drugs tests, etc. Eddie batted for him, defended him, put his reputation on the line, and coming off the back of already earning millions. Really surprised, to be honest. I didn't expect it in the slightest.
Sonny Edwards emphasizes the shock factor surrounding Conor Benn's departure from Matchroom Boxing. Hearn's steadfast support over the years, particularly during controversies and failed tests, made him more than just a promoter. He was a mentor and protector for Benn. The abrupt move to Zuffa Boxing has left fans and analysts questioning Benn's motivations, wondering if the decision was purely financial or strategically aimed at career growth. This split is a rare example of loyalty being tested in boxing, and it sets the stage for an uncertain future.
Last reading that?
That was very surprising, but hey, listen, business is business, and I guess they're doing certain things that really interest them. And Zuffa, they're really coming into the game real hot. They've been putting on some decent cards and stuff like that. So I can't say it's a surprise. Like, they're bringing in some decent fighters on their roster, and Conor Benn is
The split between Conor Benn and Matchroom Boxing is being analyzed as one of the most dramatic promotional departures in recent boxing history. Many observers believe the relationship between Benn and Eddie Hearn carried emotional and professional weight, making the separation more shocking for fans. The growing competition between major promotions is shaping modern boxing, where fighters are increasingly driven by financial opportunity and career positioning. This transfer could redefine Benn's global exposure, but it also raises questions about long-term stability and strategic career planning under a new promotional structure.
We just found out Conor Benn, UK boxer, who has been with Eddie Hearn pretty much since the beginning, a decade. 10 years. That is all over for the foreseeable future. And Conor Benn has a brand new.
Boxing Ego believes this move is not just a business decision, but also a symbolic power shift in the boxing promotional landscape. Losing Conor Benn after years of investment is being viewed as a major disappointment for Eddie Hearn's camp. The situation highlights how competitive boxing promotions have become, with financial incentives and career opportunities driving fighter decisions more than loyalty. Many fans are now waiting to see how Ben performs under Zuffa's system, and whether this partnership can deliver the major fights that supporters expect.